Today's video is brought to you by gvgmall.com. They're currently having a massive autumn sale up to 91% off a lot of their products. We have Windows 10 Home on sale, Windows 10 Pro, Microsoft Office, FIFA 20, a bunch of their software keys on sale, as well as their game keys. You can pick up a copy of Windows 10 Home for as little as $13.87, but if you use code TBW, you'll get another 20% off your purchase, dropping the price down to just $11.10 for Windows 10 Home. And when shopping on their website for game keys, make sure to use code TBG to save yourself 3% off your order. Be sure to check out the first link in the video description to take a look at GVG Mall's autumn sale. Now back to the video. Hello everyone, I'm Em. Welcome back to TechBlock. Today's going to be a very different video, kind of a random one, just an idea that came to my head. I'm going to try and just place my 4G LTE router in different parts of the apartment and then run a speed test. Now it might be like, why on earth would you ever want to do that? Aren't you just going to be wasting a bunch of data for no reason? Yeah, kind of, but my internet did just reset. I've got a whopping 200 gigabytes to play around with, and what's kind of weird is that if I put this 4G LTE router in the office, which currently the router is right there by the corner of the office, the speeds vary a lot based on where I put this router. Okay, so I'm gonna run a speed test right now. Here we go. So usually I get around 130 megabits per second on the download. That seems to be quite consistent. That ends up being like, I don't know, I think around 10, 11, maybe 12 megabytes per second. Yeah, so download 115.31, pretty damn good. And the upload speed is very, very consistent, doesn't fluctuate very much. It's pretty much locked down around 27, 28 megabits per second for the upload speed. So that's our current speed test if we put the router in this location right here. Now, what I found very strange is that I didn't used to get these kind of speeds when the router was placed in the living room. When the router's in the living room, we get very different results for both the download and the upload speed. The ping stays pretty much the same. By the way, I have some news in regards to the whole internet situation. So apparently there's been a BT engineer walking around the building doing stuff, trying to improve people's internet. And I've heard that we're not getting fiber anytime soon. It's just not gonna happen. Because this is a multi-story building, apparently they'd have to install scaffolding and all sorts of other stuff, and it would be a very expensive install for BT to bring fiber to this entire building. Lovely. So that's the reason why I'm making this video now. I know I'm not getting fiber. I know I'm going to be stuck with a potato ADSL connection with BT for the foreseeable future. So what I have to do is optimize this 4G LTE connection as best as I can so that I can make the most out of it. Because I know that I'm not getting fiber. This is my only shot at fast internet, this 4G router. Let's see if we can mess around and, move the router in different spots, experiment a bunch, and see if we can improve the upload speed and or the download speed. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so here is our 4G LTE router. I've bought some antennas for it so we can get slightly higher speeds. But to be completely honest with you, I'm not entirely sure if these antennas actually help in any sort of way. And I've just realized we've not even peeled this off. So now we have, oh God, I've had this router for months and I've not even bothered peeling that off. Right, we're now in the living room. I'm gonna go ahead and plug the router in. Of course it needs power. Let's plug the power in right there. And once again, we're going to run a wired speed test, not through Wi-Fi, because I don't really trust the Wi-Fi performance of such a potato router. So let's grab our razor blade. We do need an Ethernet cable. There, here are my Ethernet cables, right. Will this be long enough? Do I have anything shorter? I don't know. I might just grab this one here. Wait, does this laptop even have Ethernet? Oh no! Oh no, it doesn't! Wait a minute. It's so thin, it doesn't have Ethernet. Okay, we have another laptop here, luckily. Does this have, okay, yay, cool. The old Acer Predator here luckily has Ethernet, unlike the Razor Blade. Oh damn, I had no idea this had no Ethernet port. I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, this laptop is really thin. Does it really have Ethernet? The answer is no. Luckily though, this Acer Predator does have Ethernet. Great. So by the looks of things on the router, we're all good. Power's on, Wi-Fi's on, network's on, signal's high. Brilliant. So let's go ahead and plug this into LAN 1, pop the antennas just like this. So we are now on Ethernet, lovely, EE. Let's see what we get if we put the router here. Now I guarantee you the speeds will be different, and quite a bit different. And bear in mind I've only moved from there to here. So the download speed drops quite a bit, but the upload speed, I believe, really picks up, which is really weird. Yeah, look at the upload speed. Okay, so now it's not really that much more impressive. All we've seen is that the download speed's dropped. So we're pulling around 31, 30. So this is our speed test result if we put the router here. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and unplug the LAN as well as the power. Goodbye, EE. Okay, let's relocate the router once again. Where are we going to go this time, you might be wondering? Well, we're going to go over here. Since this is where the router used to be originally, plug the Ethernet in. All right, so the router is now over in this location. Once again, slightly different spot. Let's see what kind of speed test result we get now. Because it is all booted up. We have power, LAN, Wi-Fi, all that. It's all looking good. Let's press go on the old speed test. What will we get this time? Now, from what I can remember, placing it here, the download speed I think was like maybe 70, 80 at the highest, but the upload speed really picked up. Okay, so 32 ping, 62 down, but look at the upload speed. That has more than doubled, which really makes no sense to me. What the hell? We just pulled 65 megabits on the upload. Now, what I really care about is the upload speed. I upload videos, and this is the router that I use to actually upload videos, because my normal internet connection in here is a goddamn potato. It's an ADSL connection from BT, that's my ISP, British Telecom, and if I switch over to Netgear Orbi and I unplug the Ethernet cable, I will go ahead and switch over to my ADSL connection, and I'll go ahead and run a speed test on my potato BT ADSL connection to give you more of an insight in how my internet is like day to day. Because I rarely ever use this router here, I only really use it to upload videos to YouTube. So with BT, luckily the ping seems to be relatively okay, 12 milliseconds, and the ping is also pretty damn stable. So in terms of ping, it's really good. For gaming, it's fine. The download speed, more than acceptable, 15.95, you know, it is what it is. It's an ADSL connection. I'm not really expecting fiber optic speeds here or anything. The problem where I run into is the upload speed. It's barely pulling 1 megabit per second. Imagine uploading like an 8 gigabyte YouTube video with 1 megabit upload. You're going to be waiting a good couple days until that video actually uploads to YouTube. That's how slow this freaking internet is. So having something like this, a very high speed connection over 4G LTE, is great. The problem with the router though, and one of the reasons I don't use it as my normal broadband, like my primary broadband, is because it's data capped at 200 gigabytes a month. That's my allowance. And if I want to get anything more than 200 gigabytes a month, I have to pay £1 per gigabyte on anything after 200 gigabytes, if that makes any sense. Paying £1 per gigabyte quickly adds up. So my internet bill ended up being like over £200, I think for 2 months in a row. And at that point, I was like, okay, I've got to get ADSL broadband, because watching YouTube videos, going on Netflix, really goes through 200 gigs really quickly. However, when it comes to like uploading videos, 200 gigs I feel like will just barely be enough for me. Anyway, what I'm going to do right now is rerun the same speed test here. We might be on a different server, I'm not sure. But I just want to see if we can once again replicate that result where we get around, what, 60 megabit upload. That's insane, man. Okay, so 31 ping, download speeds. I'm so confused. I really am very confused. Now we're pulling 110, 105. Let's see what Task Manager is saying. We are actually pulling, yeah, well, I think we were actually pulling right around 100 there on the download. Oh, this might actually be the best spot for the router. We're pulling 60 freaking upload. Are you mad? Like 60, nearly 70 megabits per second on the upload speed. This is crazy. 103 down, 65 up. Holy crap, that's good. That's really good. I don't know if I want to move the router anymore. That is really good performance. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to unplug it. We're going to try a few different locations. So I don't want it to just end here. Maybe we can get even higher speeds. I don't know. Okay, here we go again. How about we try this dining room table? Maybe we'll get the ultimate performance if we just pop the router on the dining room table here. So I'm going to unplug these laptop battery chargers because kind of ran out of sockets. Right, so we've kind of relocated. Once again, very short distance, like we've barely changed anything. Let's press go and see what we get if we put the router on our dining room table. This is kind of a weird video, but I just kind of want to show you how much these speed test results vary, man. Because they really do vary a lot. This probably wouldn't happen if you were like on a normal, fiber optic connection, but this is what happens when you're on 4G, at least with EE. Maybe it's because where I live, things just are like this. So we ran the speed test here, 40 millisecond ping, 66.15 megabit down and 54 megabit up. Once again, upload speed, very impressive, pretty damn good. Doesn't quite beat our all-time best result of 103 and 65. That is crazy. But still, a result nevertheless. Let's try another location. How much will this vary doing this in my bedroom? I really do wonder. This is a different part of the house once again. Let's put the router right here. Now, one benefit of actually having one of these things as your primary broadband, or just having them in general, is that for this to boot up, really doesn't take very long. It's like maybe 30 seconds at most. Whereas like a normal router really does take quite a lot longer to actually, get back up and running. This thing really doesn't take very long at all. Let's see what we get if we run the speed test in my bedroom. Like, bear in mind, there's like a wall here. The router is here. Somehow this is pulling 115, 116, 119. Are you on what? Now the upload speed is what is going to determine whether or not I keep the router here or I move it once again. So over here we're getting around 40 on the upload. Maybe 45 at most, 47. But according to Speedtest, around 41. Pretty good result, very good download speed. The upload speed unfortunately did drop quite a bit there. There was one final location that I wanted to try out, and that is in the office, but not there. We're gonna put it all the way here. Wait, can I just can I pop it on top of my NAS? Why not? Let's pop the router on top of the NAS. Let's run another speed test, man. See what we get in this very awkward location. Bearing in mind there's walls everywhere. There's a little window in the bathroom there. Oh, the ping is significantly worse. But will the download and upload speed be affected? See, if I can get around 60, I'm aiming for 60, because that seems to be kind of like near about the limit to what's achievable. Well, we know the location that performed the best by far, and that's in the living room. In this very odd spot right here. Also, I just found my robot vacuum. Toby, what are you doing there? Why are you hiding? Go. Toby? For those of you that are confused, the vacuum is called Toby. It has a name. Now, what I'm expecting to get, once again, is somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 down and, my god, 65 up. So we placed the router last time pretty much in this spot right here. I want to replicate this speed test result. I really do. Will we get the same kind of speed, or will we get something very different? So now we're pulling 60 on the down. I'm okay with that as long as we can get 65 on the up. Okay, upload speed, don't let me down. What? Are you kidding me? We're actually pulling 20? I'm just gonna keep rerunning the test. Maybe I'm gonna try a different server. Okay, Sheffield. Let's try the Sheffield server. See how that one performs. 39 ping on the down. But making this kind of adjustment, it just went up to 80 there. Like, what? How does this make any sense at all? We just moved the router a little bit, speed's double. Okay, so now I'm in the office. The router is in the exact same spot where we left it, in the living room there, in the best performance spot that I could find. So bear in mind this is over Wi-Fi, not wired. And bear in mind the router is like a few rooms away, or one room away kind of. See, what I don't want to be seeing is around 30 on the upload. Okay, as you can see, we've taken a different approach now. Let's see what we get if we put the router there. Will this be a good speed test, or will it be a goddamn potato one? Okay, so for the download, we're pulling... Well, should we keep the router here? I think that's definitely a no. Right, so what exactly can we take away from this wonderful video here about my 4G router and the various internet speed tests that I've ran and very different results each time? By the looks of things, we appear to be kind of limited when it comes to the upload speed over Wi-Fi on this 4G router. So I think the most we can probably pull over Wi-Fi is around 30 megabits, which isn't good. But I do have a very high-end router from Netgear. Can we resolve this problem? We have this router right here. This is the XR500 from Netgear. It's pretty good. Okay, we're finally back. It's been a while. Running the speed test on the new router, the much better router. Ooh. Okay, that's a bit more like it. It's a bit more what we want to be seeing in terms of speed. Once again, I'd like to make it clear that download speed, it's important, but the upload speed's really what we're after. Okay, 40. So Originally, I started off at 115 down and 28 up. Now we've managed to halve the download speed to 53, but the upload speed's kind of better. Now you might be like, what did you do in the living room? Because that's where the router is, that's where we seem to somehow get the best kind of speeds. I've put the router, well, the Netgear router here and then the EE router there. Okay, so I've gone ahead and spent the last 2 hours of my time moving the router around different parts of my apartment, different locations, different positions, to hopefully try and improve my internet speed, which has somewhat been a success. Alright, so it's been a couple of days since I began recording this video. We've been running the router in the living room there instead of in the office, where somehow I've managed to more than double my upload speed by just relocating my router. Now this isn't going to be achievable if you have a normal like fiber optic connection. Moving your router will do absolutely nothing. But in my situation, I'm on 4G, so if I move the router in different spots, I get different speeds. So it's kind of weird. But by relocating this router, I've managed to more than double my upload speed, going from around 27, 28 megabits per second up to 70 and maybe even higher. This is just a speed test result. In real world scenarios, I seem to actually get more than what it says on the speedtest.net result. The upload speed will probably creep up, I don't know, 75-ish megabits per second, and the download speed is completely off on Speedtest because I do consistently get over 100 megabits per second. It just kind of takes a few minutes to creep up to that kind of speed. Like, it's very weird the way this whole internet connection works, but when the speeds do get up to the, you know, their max potential or whatever, they seem to be very stable for the most part. But that pretty much does it for today's video, guys. I'm able to now upload videos in pretty much half the time, as we've more than doubled our upload speed. Very nice. And the download speed is pretty damn good too, over 100 megabits per second there. But apart from that, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in another video soon. Goodbye.